twisting, you know, involves, you know, moving our body in 2 different directions and experiencing, you know, what's uncomfortable. And so the simple phrase, the quote begins when you want to get out of it. And so I feel like I think about that constantly when I'm in kind of a lot of difficult yoga poses, but especially twisting ones. I immediately, like as soon as I get in, I figure out like where my sweet spot is. I hate it. It's like a love-hate relationship. You know, the more you twist, the deeper you get, you know, the better you're going to feel, but also like that's when things are really starting to work and you want to embrace that uncomfortability for as long as we hold it for tonight. And so I think it ties very well with what we're all experiencing. You know, sometimes we want to run away of what we're experiencing right now instead of embracing, you know, those little pieces, those glimmers of hope that, you know, that we're introduced to every day. And so hopefully you can see those nice, beautiful connections as we're getting into the poses and how you can bring that back to your own lives of, gosh, like, let me give an example of, you know, my son Charlie, he just wants to run and get out and go to a park and see his friends. And so we turned that around into, let's go run together.
You need a bigger hard drive. Plus, I'm pretty sure these chips aren't compatible with your hardware.
Can anybody hear that? Is that just me?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, everybody.
Stacey, now I don't hear you.
Okay. Now I think I'm on.
You're good.
Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get my music turned up a little bit. And then let's get moving. So first, just go ahead and find a comfortable seat on your mat or wherever you are this evening, whether you're on your knees or you're sitting crisscross. And then just go ahead and get some of the fidgets out, you know, rolling out your head, neck, rolling out the shoulders. Maybe even opening and closing the fingers there a little bit. Or even the toes. Rolling out those feet, the ankles, the wrists. And then when it feels right for you, just go ahead and make your way into stillness. First, stillness in the body. Maybe even closing your eyes or turning your eyes down. Maybe bringing your gaze just to settle in on something in front of you, to kind of let go of the space around you. And then just breathe to start. And just embrace and acknowledge whatever that your thoughts are going through. So your mind might be rushing through the day that you had, or maybe the other to-do list that you have to do after class or tomorrow. And just as much as they're coming into your thoughts, on every exhale, just gently push them aside. Maybe not letting go of them completely, but just setting them aside for the next hour. And when you allow to create some space away from those thoughts, just settle into your breath. Seeing how you could invite more breath in through your nose as you breathe all that beautiful air down into the bottoms of your lungs, down into your belly, filling it all the way up. And then same goes as you release that exhale, that air out, maybe through the nose or through your mouth. Just see how the air, your breath, just fills the entire space around you. Beautiful. Taking a few more breaths here on your own. Just remembering those little words that I shared. The pose begins when you want to get out of it. So taking it a little bit deeper, whether it's a pose that we're holding, or maybe it's a transition that you don't always enjoy. It begins as soon as you want to get out of it. Maybe you want to rush through it, but try not to. And you can keep your eyes closed or maybe blink them open if you wish. And then just find some nice yummy shoulder rolls here to start all together. Seeing how you can bring the shoulders up a little bit higher toward those ears. And using that exhale to soften the shoulders back down towards your hips. Good. And then go ahead and come to stillness. Drawing your chin down to your chest, letting your head hang heavy there for a moment. As you press down through your sit bones, seeing if you can lengthen up through the spine, reaching up behind or with the backs of your ears. Keeping the jaw nice and loose as you bring one ear to one shoulder. Dropping the chin back down, moving the other ear to the opposite shoulder. And just continuing rocking the head from side to side here for a few breaths. And making sure you're nice and even, so go ahead and head up both sides one more time. And then go ahead and bring the head to one side. It doesn't matter which side. I want you to turn your gaze down towards the mat, down towards the floor. So bring your chin closer towards your shoulder. From here, taking the hand closest to your gaze, pressing it down into the mat, and then reaching that opposite arm up and over, keeping that space between the shoulder, the arm that's reaching up and over. Good. Coming back up through center, just dropping the hand, gazing back forward, dropping the chin back down to the chest, just gently rocking the head from side to side a few times. Just noticing how that one side feels a little different than the other. And we'll bring stillness to that opposite side. Drawing your chin towards that shoulder, your gaze down towards the mat, the floor. Walking that hand out just a little bit beneath you as you reach that opposite arm up and over. Doing that nice, just gentle stretch. So we're not really reaching and hunching over. We're lifting, opening up through the heart and reaching through the crown of the head and the fingers. Good. Lower the hand back down to the mat, gaze forward. And again, just rocking the head from side to side there a few times. Beautiful. Bringing the chin back to center when you're nice and even. Lifting the head back up. And then if you're in a cross-legged position, go ahead and reverse your crisscross. Or if you're not in a crisscross, go ahead and invite yourself to come to there. And then from here, I want you to take one hand and bring it to the opposite knee. So again, we're getting that gentle twist here. Taking the opposite hand and working it behind your body. So maybe just starting out to the side, that's as far as you need. And then maybe just gently walking the hand back as much as you wish. And again, we're not hunching over, seeing as you reach down with your sit bones that you're lifting up as you twist. And we're just going gentle here. You don't need to find a deep, deep twist yet. We're just warming up our body. Coming back to center. And then switching to the opposite side, opposite hand to opposite knee or thigh. And then again, walking your hand as far as you wish as you twist. And then maybe bringing your gaze to follow the hand. Nicely done. Gently bring everything back towards center. Again, taking that opposite hand to the opposite knee. This time we're going to reach our arm up and over. So we're still having that twist across the body. Your gaze can be up, out, or down, whatever serves you best tonight. And making sure, again, both of those sit bones, especially the one on the side of the hand that's reaching, is really pressing down into the mat. And breathe. Good, slowly coming back up to center. And then switching sides, opposite hand, opposite knee, and reaching that opposite arm up and over. So we're getting that nice twist as well as side body stretch here. And then your gaze can be up, out, or down. Good, coming back up through center. Good. Go ahead and reverse the crisscross just to bring yourself up through tabletop, or up to tabletop, I should say. Good. And then from here, curl the toes under as you just gently rock forward and back here. So I really want you to stretch into the arches of your feet. Thinking of or gazing down, seeing your hands, making sure they're spread out nice and wide on the mat. Opening up those shoulders, getting the hips and the joints nice and loose and open for all of our movement tonight. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and curl the toes under and find your first downward facing dog. Good. So invite this downward dog in. It might feel a little tight, might feel a little uncomfortable. Maybe this is the first one that you've taken of the whole day. And that is just fine. Do what you need to do to pedal out your feet, move the hips from side to side, maybe looking underneath each armpit. And settling in, enjoying, embracing where your downward dog is in this very moment. And then we'll come to stillness when you're ready. Again, fingers spread out nice and wide, thinking about pressing the mat away from you. That will open up your armpits towards the back of the wall, open up your heart towards your thighs, finding nice length out through the backs of the legs. Let's take a breath in here together, and breath out. On an inhale, we're gonna shift forward to a high plank pose, and we're gonna hold here for a moment. So if you need to drop down to your knees, that's perfect. But as you shift forward to your high plank, I want you to see that your shoulders are over your wrists, your heels are reaching behind you. You have a nice strong core here. Breath in, and exhale, coming back to downward facing dog without moving anything. Perfect. Good, breath in here together, and out. Again, we'll inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Holding here for a count of 3 before we lower all the way down to our mat. For 3, coming down in 2, and 1. On an exhale, lower yourself all the way down to your belly. And then we'll inhale up to a cobra and hold here for a moment. Good, thinking about drawing your elbows in towards your body. Gentle weight on the fingers, lifting the heart, lifting the chin forward, pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. Inhale here, and exhale, lower down. Moving yourself through tabletop to find downward facing dog. Beautiful. 1 breath in, and exhale out. Good. This time again, inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. And then exhale, lower halfway down if you would like. You can lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. If you are on your belly, come back to that cobra pose we just did. Holding here. Up dog, you really want to press into the tops of your feet so your knees and your hips are off of the mat. Good. Open up the heart, lifting the chin forward, breath in. And exhale, coming back through towards downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale here. And exhale, let that go. Inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. This time, exhale, lower the knees all the way down, coming back to tabletop. Let's inhale, reach our right arm up high. And go ahead and hold it here. Rotate out the wrist. Open and close the fingers. Moving into thread the needle, reaching up a little bit higher. Inhale. And exhale, reaching your hand all the way through. Bringing your cheek down to the mat. And left hand can stay by your face. Or you can walk your arm forward, finding a nice semi-shoulder stretch. We're working into that bind, reaching the hand up and around, grabbing the opposite leg. And then listening to what your body needs. No need to push it any further, especially if it hurts. If you ever find yourself tensing or holding your breath, you've taken it a little bit too far. Just back off. Gently walk the hand back towards your face or bring your hand back towards your face. Pressing into the palm, coming back into tabletop. Giving the hips and shoulders a nice good shake from side to side. Good. Let's switch to the left side. Inhale, reach the left arm high and hold. Rotate out the wrist. Open and close the fingers. Good. Thread the needle on this side. Inhale, arm high. And exhale, thread the needle. Left arm all the way through as far as you can reach before lowering the shoulder and the cheek down to the mat. And hand can be by the face. Walking it forward or coming into that nice semi-bind. Just seeing if you can mirror what you did on the other side so that we are matching our sides here. So we're not overworking our left or right. We're working them together. Beautiful. One more breath here. And on the exhale, bringing the hand back towards the face, pressing into the palm and coming back up into tabletop. Good, giving the hips and shoulders a nice good shake from side to side. And then move that movement forward and back, coming into downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet there a few times. And then coming into stillness. Let's inhale, shift forward to a high plank pose together, holding here for a count of 3. We're all gonna lower down to our knees, coming back into tabletop in 2. And 1, lowering down to the knees. Coming into a spine strengthener, reaching our right foot behind and our left arm forward. So our toes are pointed, and you can't even see my toes. Our toes are pointed down to the mat to keep the hips nice and level. And our arm is reaching forward, palm in towards the midline of our body. If this is too much, you can always lower the hand or lower the foot. Good. Staying here, taking a little bit further. We're going to inhale, reach. And on the exhale, bringing the elbow and knee together to touch as you round out the back. Inhale, reach. And then exhale to pull, pull, pull. Chin towards your chest. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to pull, pull, pull. Nice. 2 more. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. Finding that space. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale to pull. Inhale, last time here on this side, reach. And then exhale, bringing the hand and knee back to the mat. Giving the hips and shoulders a nice good shake. Good. Switching sides. Coming back to tabletop, finding space in between those shoulders, those armpits. Reaching the left leg behind, toes pointing down. Trying to keep your gaze down towards the top of your mat to keep that your spine in nice alignment. Reaching the right arm forward if you wish. Think about hugging those lower ribs towards the hips, keeping the core nice and strong. Inhale, reach. And exhale, elbow and knee together, rounding out the back. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull, pull, pull. Nicely done. Inhale, reach. Find, create your own resistance with that exhale. 2 more. Last time to pull in. Beautiful breath. One more time to reach out. And then exhale, hand and knee back to the mat. Hips and shoulders, head and neck, a nice good shake. Side to side. And then when you're ready, rocking forward and back. Coming into downward facing dog when you're ready. Hopefully you're building as much heat as I am. Whew, it's getting warm in here. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet there a few times. Noticing what has changed, what has shifted in your downward facing dog already. Just some simple movements of stretching and breathing together. Coming back to stillness. Soften the bend in the knees and walk your feet to the top of your mat. Good. Feet are about hips width distance or maybe a little bit wider. We're going to hang out in a forward fold here for a little bit. So as much bend in your knees as needed to take the stretch out of the hamstrings. So we're really releasing from our low back. You can grab opposite bicep with opposite hand. Create some movement here, shaking, removing the body from side to side. Shaking the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. And then coming back to center, back to stillness. We're going to find a deep bend in the right knee, bringing the right hand in between our feet or maybe a little in front. And we're going to reach that left arm up high. Again, rotating out the wrist and opening and closing the fingers. Go ahead and switch sides, lowering the left hand to the mat, deep bend in the left knee as you reach the right arm up high. Good. Lower the hand back down to the mat. Deep bend in the knees, hands on the thighs, and slowly lift yourself up to stand. I'm just going to back up on my mat here so you can see me. Go ahead and roll out those shoulders a little bit here. And then hopefully you have some space beside you. So just be gentle here. Go ahead and find a nice firm stance in your feet. Maybe wiggle out those toes there a little bit. Lifting all 10 toes up. Placing the pinky toe down, the big toe, and all the ones in between. Really just want you to slowly start twisting the body, creating some movement. Nothing super big yet. Just kind of embrace that, inner child, inner ragdoll in you. And just rotate the body from side to side. Eventually creating more movement where your arms start hitting your body and just seeing how you're twisting yourself a little bit further. And your arms might come up a little bit higher, maybe not. And just begin to slowly start slowing down the twist. Eventually making your way back into your nice standing pose. Gosh, I feel better already. We haven't done so many twists yet. Let's go ahead and inhale, reach your arms up overhead, high mountain, palms to touch. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then blink the eyes closed or turn your eyes down towards your hands. And just taking a moment here to first thank yourself for showing up on your mat tonight. Creating this time, this gift for yourself. This gift in all the unknown and all the uncomfortable. And also sending a little love and gratitude to this beautiful yoga community that showed up not only for themselves, but also to support you. As we breathe and move together in our sun salutations, let's just remember that. Remember that we're all living in the unknown and the uncomfortable. But through this, we create light, We create warmth, and we create this beautiful community. Go ahead and blink the eyes open. On an inhale, reach the arms up high to mountain. And exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart as you bow all the way down. And inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins and lengthen out. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to your high plank. Lowering on the exhale, halfway or all the way down, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, tailbone left. Good, beautiful breath in, filling up the lungs. And beautiful breath out, filling up the room. Good, inhale, soften the bend of the knees. And exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, releasing the head and neck. Inhale, rise back up onto mountain, gazing up. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart as you bow all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, soften the shoulders. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga, high to low plank. Taking your time, letting your elbows brush your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, tailbone lifts. Good, breath in and out. Inhale, soften the bend in the knees. And exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise back up one more time. And exhale, bow all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Taking your time, moving through all the variations if needed. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 3 breaths here on your own. With each inhale, seeing how much more space you can create somewhere in the body. Maybe in your wrists. Maybe it's the backs of the legs. Maybe it's in the jaw. You're tensing up in the jaw. Good. After your 3rd breath, take another inhale together. And exhale, soften the bend in the knees and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, bending the knees and rise all the way up. So you're sitting in a chair. Good. I like to keep my legs, my feet about hips width distance. You can always keep them together. Either way, we're firing up the inner thighs here. Our arms, let's bring our arms forward so we're reaching out in front of us. So we're gonna, of course, do a nice semi twist. Keeping our left arm forward, you're gonna reach your right arm towards the back. So maybe it might feel more comfortable just reaching it out to the side like an L, or maybe reaching it towards the back. Really want you to think about drawing that right hip forward. Yes, naturally it's going to open up a little bit, but we want to draw that right hip forward as you open up. Good, building that height, reaching that right arm forward. And exhale, twisting to the other side. So left arm behind. Good, drawing that left hip forward. Making sure you can still wiggle your toes. Gaze can move to the side or maybe to the back towards the hand. Good, inhale, coming back forward. Arms forward, reaching the arms up. Sit a little bit lower for 3. Coming to standing mountain in 2. And 1, inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Taking your time, using your breath as you lower. Inhale will lift you up. And exhale will send you back. Beautiful, breath in and out. Let's move on. Inhale, reach your right leg high. And exhale, knee to nose, holding it here. So you're gonna shift forward, bring your shoulders over your wrists, and bringing your knee as close to your nose as you can. Inhale here, reach up towards 3-legged dog. And exhale, twist. So you're gonna bring your right knee to your left elbow. Again, moving those shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, reach. the right leg high. And exhale, low lunge, lightly step it forward. Good, holding here for just a moment, making sure your knee is over your ankle. Your back heel is reaching behind, and all 10 toes are pointed forward. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale, reach up to crescent lunge. Beautiful. Inward spiral those fingers, those pinkies in towards one another. You know, we like looking at our phone, but go ahead, or you know, ourselves in the picture in front of us. But see if you can bring your gaze up a little bit higher, up towards a little picture on the wall, or maybe where your wall meets the ceiling. So we're lifting with our heart, opening everything up. Good. And reaching the arms forward here. So just like we did in our chair twist, we're going to bring that twist here. So we're going to open up to the right. So bringing that right arm either out to the side or open up to the back. Our palms are facing the side wall, so they're not up, but they're out. Beautiful. Scissoring those inner thighs, feeling that nice yummy burn. Good. Inhale, reach back up to crescent. And then exhale, open up to warrior two. And hold here. So deep bend in your front knee, making sure you're opening up towards the pinky side of your foot. Again, thinking about the left hip here. So we're not opening up completely to the side. It's not really our body anatomy. Thinking about taking the left hip and reaching it down kind of towards the outer edge of your mat there. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Flipping the front palm, coming to inhale, reverse warrior. So keeping that nice bend in the front knee, gaze up, lift up with your right fingers, reach down with the left. Inhale here, and exhale, plant the hands. Flowing through your chaturanga, or just stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts you up, and exhale, sends you back. Beautiful breath in, and out. Left side, inhale, left leg high. And exhale, knee to nose. Again, holding here, shifting forward, really round out that back, just like we did on the floor. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, twist, bringing the left knee to the right elbow. Good. Pressing the mat away, creating some space. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, low lunge, stepping forward. Holding here again, just a moment. Setting yourself up for success. All 10 toes pointed forward, scissoring the inner thighs. Engage your core in order to lift yourself up to crescent lunge. Beautiful. And our back knee might be straight. It doesn't have to be. I really want you to think about reaching the heel towards the wall behind you. Energetically reaching it. Good. Arms up overhead. Soften those shoulders, lifting the gaze. Nice, feeling nice and strong and grounded here. Reaching both arms forward. And then opening up that left arm to the side. So on that exhale. With every twist that we invite here tonight, every inhale finds some length. And every exhale will just twist you a little bit further. Something you can't see, but you can feel in your body. Good. Inhale, coming back to crescent lunge. And exhale, opening up to warrior two. Beautiful. Good. Spreading the toes out nice and wide. Really pressing down to the outer edge of your back foot. Soften deep into the front knee. Flipping the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior, and hold here. And we feel that nice side body stretch on the left side. Think about lengthening out on the right side just as much. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands. Flowing through your variation. Taking your time as you lower. Inhale, lifts you up. And exhale, sends you back. Beautiful. Few breaths here on your own. So we're going to move through that series a little bit quicker, matching our breath to our movement. So I want you to get lost in your breath as we move together. So my cues will be cues only. So listen to your breath. Your breath will be your guide. Let's all gather together, exhaling all the air out of your lungs. Taking a big breath in. And exhale out. Here we flow. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, twist knee to left elbow. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise on up. And exhale, twist left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, coming back to crescent. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching high. And exhale, plant the hands. Flowing through your variation. Using your breath all the way down. And inhale up. And exhale back. Breath in. And out. Left side, inhale, left leg high. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, twist to the right elbow. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise on up. And exhale, twist, open up to the left. Inhale, back to crescent. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching high, gaze up. And exhale, plant the hands. Good, taking your time, moving through your variation. Inhale, lifts you up. And exhale, sends you back. Beautiful, breath in. And out. 2 more breaths just like that. We're gonna move through the sequence one more time. Again, really get lost in your breath. Breathe into all that's uncomfortable. Let's inhale together. Let's exhale together. Here we flow. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, knee to nose. Make the connection. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take your time, lifting up. And exhale, twist, opening up to the right. Inhale, crescent. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching high. And exhale, plant the hands. Flowing through, taking your time. Using your breath. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, sending it back. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, twist. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. And exhale, twist, open to the left. Inhale, back to crescent. Beautiful transition. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant the hands. Flowing through. Good. Taking your time. Use that breath. Inhale, lifts you up. And exhale, sends you back. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and lower down to the knees, opening them up. And coming into a child's pose here real quick. Bring your forehead down into the mat, rocking the head from side to side. Good, letting any tension go in those shoulders and the neck. And just feel your breath moving freely throughout your body. Once you feel like you have nice control of your breath again, just gently walk the hands out a little bit further in front of you. And coming back into a downward facing dog. Okay, so just preparing yourself, preparing your body as we move deeper into our twist here. When you're ready, we'll soften the bend in the knees. We'll walk our feet to the top of our mat. We'll inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. We're going to bend our knees and coming inhale, Utkatasana chair pose once again. Back up here. So again, feet can be hips width distance apart, or you can bring them together in order to move into this nice twist. So we're going to bring our hands to heart center, sitting back a little bit deeper, making sure you can wiggle those toes so we have some more weight in the heels. So we're going to bring our left elbow outside of our right knee and come into a prayer twist. So you want to use your own body as leverage here. So pressing your elbow into your thigh, your hands into one another as you twist and open up. Glance down, making sure that your knees are in alignment. If they're not, just gently soften that left hip back a little bit more. Trying to bring your hands into alignment with your heart center. Good. Again, thinking about those words. The pose begins when you want to come out of it, when it gets uncomfortable. Keep breathing here for 3. Forward fold in 2. And 1. Forward fold, releasing the head and neck. Go ahead and open up the feet about hips width distance. Rocking forward and back here a few times. We're going to find Pada Hastasana now. Bring the tops of your hands down towards the mat. So we're going to bring the palms of our hands to the soles of our feet. And so our toes are going to kiss our wrists. And we want to keep our chest, our ribs on our thighs here. And as you reach the crown of your head down, you're going to lift the sit bones up. So you want to keep that connection with your hands and your feet, your body on your thighs. So you might not be able to straighten out your legs, and that is totally fine. And I want you to use the strength of your arms to pull yourself down towards the mat. And then use the strength of your legs as you push your heels down into the mat to lengthen out in the thighs, the hamstrings, as much as you're able. One more breath here. And slowly release the hands. Toe heel the feet back together. And inhale up to Utkatasana chair pose. Yes. Good. Taking your time, rise on up, squeezing everything together. So we're going to use all of our muscles here to hold ourselves up. If we use all of our muscles, yes, we can find that sweet little spot. Bringing the right elbow this time outside of the left knee as you twist and open up to the left. So draw those shoulders down towards the hips. Your crown of your head forward. Your tailbone towards the back. Breathe here, everyone. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. You're here for 3. Can you sit a little bit lower in the chair? 2. And 1. Forward fold. Good. Feet. Again, move them hips width distance apart. Rocking forward and back a few times. This time we're going to find a yogi big toe lock. So take your 2 peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes so your palms are facing towards one another as you wrap them around your big toes. Again, drive the feet down into the mat as you draw your chin towards your chest. And your elbows go out to the side as you pull yourself down. Pull yourself this time into the legs. And breathe. And every breath finding length. And every exhale, pulling yourself a little bit deeper. for 3, and 2, and 1. Let that go. Good. Keeping your feet right where they are. Soften the bend in the knees, hands on the thighs. And slowly lift yourself up to stand. Nice work, everyone. Rolling up the head and neck there a few times. You're doing awesome. Let's take a Vinyasa sun salutation to bring us back down to the mat. Good. Inhale, mountain pose, reach and lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, moving through your chaturanga, or just stepping back into a down dog. Inhale lifts you up. And exhale sends you back. Good. Breath in. And out. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, low lunge, stepping forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise on up. This is our final standing series. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving into our revolved crescent lunge, bringing the left elbow outside of the right knee. If you need to lower down to your back knee to get deeper into this twist, this is perfect. Again, just like we did before, really pressing the elbow into the leg into the elbow to help twist and open up your heart. What area of the body can you soften here? Maybe it's the muscles in the forehead or the jaw, maybe even the lips here. Holding here for 3. Coming into a runner's lunge in 2. And 1, hands the inside part of your foot. Toe heel your foot out towards the top corner of your mat. And settle in. So you can lower down to your back knee. You can lift off of your back knee. You can lower down to your elbows. Just whatever you need to do to open up in those hips a little bit more. Getting all of that tension, that tightness, just melt away. Beautiful. Taking your time, go ahead and come up to the palms of your hands. Lifting off of your back knee if you aren't already there. Stepping back into a high plank pose. And then toe heel the feet together. We're going to spin over to our right foot as you reach up with the right arm. So if you need to lower down to your bottom leg for more support, maybe in lifting off of the back leg to challenge yourself a little bit more. No matter where you are, find a nice, beautiful, steady breath for 3. Coming back to high plank pose in 2. And 1, lowering the hands, stepping back with the feet. And then coming back into a downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Left side, inhale, left leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise on up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Final side, you've got this. Revolved crescent lunge. Right elbow outside of left knee. And twist and open up. Trying to find the same variation you took on the other side. So lowering down to the back knee if you wish. Every inhale finds you length. Every exhale twists you a tiny bit deeper. Please embrace where you are. Embrace all that's uncomfortable. Let it fill your body up. For 3. Runner's lunge in 2. And 1, hands the inside part of your foot. Toe heel the foot out towards the top corner of your mat and settle in. So again, finding maybe the same variation you took on the other side, just so we're not overstretching one side. We're bringing a nice balance from our right to our left. telling yourself that we're going to slowly wind down from all of our standing poses, making our way back to where we started, seated, just inviting a little bit more twist. Go ahead and bring your hands, the palms of your hands back to the mat, lifting off of the back knee, stepping back with your left foot, toe heel the feet together. Rolling to the outer edge of your right foot as you reach the left arm up high. Again, finding the same variation you took on the other side, lowering the knee, lifting the leg. God, finding space, finding length, finding a nice, awesome smile. You're doing it for 3. High plank pose 2. And 1, lowering the hand, lowering the foot, and stepping back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. This is your final down dog of your practice. So taking a moment here to embrace and enjoy all that has changed. What do you notice that feels different? It feels amazing in the body, and the heart, and your mind. And taking your time, lowering back down to the knees, and coming to find a seat. We're going to bring our left leg down to the mat. We're bending our left leg, and we're going to reach our right leg up and over. So we're going to come into a seated twist. So our right hand's going to come behind us, our left arm reaching up high. And then again, finding that nice hook against the leg as you twist. Inhale, thinking about lifting with the crown of your head. And exhale, opening up the heart. So we're drawing the right shoulder back, bringing the gaze over the shoulder. And one more breath in. And exhale, coming back to center, taking a gentle counter twist to the opposite side. Good. Finding seated double pigeon here. So just opening up that bottom leg a little bit here. So we're stacking our knees, our ankle over our knee over our ankle. Just making sure both our sit bones are pressed into the mat. You need to invite a blanket or a block underneath your sit bones or underneath your knee. That's a lot of pressure there. Please do so. You can stay right here if you'd like to fold deeper, walking the hands forward, having the hands rest on your legs, and doing what feels right in your body. Taking these final moments here to really slow down your breath. And just like we started, inviting that breath in all the way down into our belly, going up into the bottoms of our lungs. And releasing all that beautiful air back into the space around us. Slowly walking your hands back towards the body, extending the legs out, giving them a nice good shake before we switch to the opposite side. So bringing the right leg in, left leg up and over, left arm behind as you reach the right arm up, and then twisting to the left. I want you to think about this time twisting from the rib cage. So we're opening up our left side of the rib cage towards the back corner of our mat. Soften the gaze on a gentle spot as you twist and open to the left. One more breath in here. And raise, twisting, exhale. Coming back to center, gentle counter twist to the opposite side. And then slowly coming into seated double pigeon again. And listening to your body with this side, adjusting, supporting where you need. And then settling in. To this pose a little bit deeper. Embracing what's uncomfortable, embracing wanting to run away from this. And seeing what you can walk away with, or what you can learn from this deep, challenging pose. And slowly walk your hands back up towards your body, extending your legs out one last time, giving them a nice good shake. And then go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. I'm just going to face this way. Bring your hands behind your knees, and then just take your time. We're slowly going to rock and roll ourselves all the way back down to our mat. So maybe create some nice movement to start. And again, we'll slow it down whenever you're ready to come all the way to your back. And find happy baby. Happy baby, knees into the armpits, feet reach towards the sky, and grab the outer arches of your feet, allowing the shoulders and the hips to press down into the mat. And then finding some movement, this time rocking side to side. Beautiful. And if there's any other pose that your body is calling out for tonight, please, I invite you to find that first. And whenever you're ready to make your way into your final rest, just gently hug your knees into your chest first, saying thank you. And releasing the arms and legs long out to your side. Making your way into your final Shavasana. Beautiful. As you make your way into your final resting poses here. Allow your breath to be easy and free. Allow your mind to follow right along. Again, letting those thoughts that may be creeping back up in the mind, just acknowledge them with every inhale. With every exhale, see if you can just gently create a little bit more space between you and them. And as your body drifts into this nice, beautiful state of being heavy, but fully supported, feeling the love and the support beneath you from your mat, and feeling this beautiful energy that you have created. I invite you to stay here for as long as you wish. If you're ready to close out your practice, just gently begin to deepen your breath. Feeling your belly rise and fall. And then invite some movement in the fingers and the toes. Maybe opening and closing the jaw a little bit. And drawing your heavy head from shoulder to shoulder. And reaching your arms up overhead for a nice, yummy stretch, reawakening stretch. And then roll onto your right side in fetal position. Using your arm as a pillow, knees up towards your chest. As you hold yourself nice and close, remember to embrace the uncomfortable. Embrace the unknown, embrace what's not easy. But knowing that we always have a fresh start, we have an awesome community to be here with us the entire time. And when you're ready, taking your time with your eyes still softened or closed, make your way up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Feeling earth with your sit bones. Reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky in gratitude. Thank you so much again for joining me tonight, sharing your love, your energy, your support with all of us. I honor the light and the teacher in each and every one of you. Namaste. 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 So again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay warm, stay healthy. I will be here again next week, every Thursday. Sorry, I'm just looking at my calendar here. So the 23rd and the 30th, I'll be here. We at Tula are going to be meeting here again soon to talk about what the possibilities of May will bring for our studio. So reach out to me with any questions. Reach out to Andrea. Let us know where your thoughts are, what you're thinking. We have no idea what it will hold, but we are really, really enjoying all the love and support, through this online community, and all the donations have been amazing, which I can't thank you enough for all of that too, to keep this community going. So thank you so much. Again, reach out with any questions or feedback or anything at all. So have a lovely night. You're welcome, Eric. And I apologize again. My husband sent me a text saying he's really sorry. He didn't mean to jump in on the meeting or on our little yoga. So that's life. The kids are having fun downstairs. So what do you do?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Yes. Is Lakin still there? Did she run away?
She lasted about 10 minutes and it was really adorable. She was doing it at first and then she was like, had her face in there. So, and then she went upstairs. I think I can hear Ryan singing Disney songs in the background. So there must be some kind of thing on TV that they're watching.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah. So, and then somebody just